what we're doing? We're going to go for a little journey.
A rough one.
Is there excitement in the camp?
Yay!
Good job. Fisher one. How fisher one are you? I've got one. So what else happened? Running second. In this episode, we finally get out amongst it aboard Malindi K and certainly have some adventures along the way and always make some great memories.
Welcome to Malindi K Expeditions. Subscribe to our channel, like, comment, share it with your mates. We would love to have you aboard as we restore Malindi K to her former glory and we take off on adventures of a lifetime.
What are you doing?
I have to fit all of that into there
Uh-oh.
and I'm going to have a mighty good crack at that.
We've got an issue.
We've got a bit of an issue. It'll be good. It'll be good. Yeah, can't wait.
Alrighty, so I'm just down the engine room here, getting ready for our trip. This weekend we're heading up to Musgrave Island, southern Great Barrier Reef. Probably along the way we've got to stop off at Rooney's Point to wait out a 30 knot nor'wester that we've got. That's the only way we roll. Anyway, my job that I'm doing at the moment, this is the aft room that's going to eventually become a cabin. These are all the portholes, so they were all open for air, which is wonderful. So this section's glass, comes down, there's a rubber seal around there, and then these are like storm covers, but I'm going to leave them up. So I've just been going along, closing all these. I'm just leaving the glass closed, so there's going to be plenty for this trip, just to give a little bit of light for when we come down to enter the engine room here for engine room checks. And got to do the same thing here. So as you can see, normally in fine weather we just leave all these open, which is really good for the engine for aspiration. Just gives it a bit of air. But she's a wee bit choppy out there this afternoon. Having a win?
Having a win. Slowly.
Packing food away.
Yep, taking food away.
Washing up, cleaning. Nice.
Sorting.
Guess what we're doing? We're going to go for a little journey.
A rough one.
So because we've all been working so hard on this vessel, we've decided to do a little trip up to Lady Musgrave Island. So we've got lovely Ashley, my daughter, youngest daughter, coming with us tonight. And Amanda and Brent and the lovely Bronwyn.
Hello.
So we're just about to take off, and of course it's blowing its bum off.
Yep.
Anyway, so it's blowing from the north and we need to go north, so we're probably going to take off. It's about 7 o'clock now. We're going to take off, go up, and we'll probably go up to the top end of Fraser at Rooney's and hide in there for tomorrow, and then early Saturday morning we'll take off and go up to, where are we going? Musgrave.
Musgrave.
Is there excitement in the camp?
Yay! We're excited.
Yeah. So that's what we're up to this weekend. For 5 days we're going, so we're all very excited.
Fridge is full.
Fridge is
The
full.
beer fridge is full.
Yeah, the beer fridge is full.
Okay.
So
Lots of chocolate.
we're just having a round table meeting just before we take off, and the girls are going to have showers. Because we've only got 2,000 litres of water on, and someone's under strict instructions not to wash their hair every
we
day.
haven't filled up the bladder too.
No, we'll get to do that.
Are we doing that? Or
Goodbye.
are we not? Bye.
Alrighty, ready to go. Just got the navionics turned on here, so just thought we'd show you what's happening. So we're here, Great Sandy Straits Marina. Going to go out through all these sandbanks and that here, point up there near the top of the island, and we'll get an anchorage tonight out of this northwest wind. Alright, getting ready for a night departure. It's just 20 past 8. Just waiting for this tide to stop running a bit. And as you can hear, it is blowing. Alrighty, so this is the next morning from departing the marina last night, and it is already sort of 25 to 30 northwest. We had a little adventure last night. Nothing went to plan, so we haven't ended up anywhere near we wanted to, but I'll try and sum up conditions that we were trying to punch north in. So that's Brunny's office station. That's old school stand-in sounder that tried to dive out the window. And let me take you downstairs because Des is finally humoured about it all. Had a bit of a tidy up in here already, have we? Well, sort of. How are we travelling, everyone?
Hey!
Yep.
Come have a look. That's my workstation.
Yeah, Bronny's workstation's not good. And what happened out here?
We had a barbecue fight. So we sort of got thrown gas bottles and
Gas bottles.
barbecues and...
But nothing blew up, so...
Nothing blew up, but Ash and I nearly got killed by a flying gas bottle.
True.
Going like this.
Alright everyone, so we had a bit of a shit show last night. Our original plan was to steam up to Musgrave on Thursday night, steam over the night, so then we had Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday around Lady Elliot and Musgrave. Anyway, didn't go to plan. We had an absolute shocker overnight, so I'm going to get everyone's interpretations of what happened of that night, because some of our opinions is very different to one another. So I'm going to interview them and let's see what they say. Okay, so first on the interview panel we've got Desmond. So Desmond, can you give us a quick rundown of what happened on Thursday night from the start?
It was shit fight. Left the harbour and it was 20 knots in the harbour, but by the time we got out past the fairway, it was 2 metres, probably a little bit more than 2 metres, but short and heavy, and shit's going everywhere. The girls are getting sick, water's going over the top, and we were about 3 hours from our destination, so we decided to head back into Moon Point and get some protection there. And then as we came into Moon Point, around the corner, we got hit by a thunderstorm, and it was just a pure blackout of rain and wind. And so when we finished, we ended up going to Big Woody Island and finally dropped the anchor at 4 o'clock in the morning.
And how far away is Woody Island, Big Woody, from Urangan Harbour?
Probably about a 20-minute steam. So we left at, I think it was 8:45, the harbour, and we finally put the anchor down at Big Woody at 4 o'clock. And we were all absolutely exhausted. So talk about a night that went wrong. It was a shit fight. Anyway, that was, you live and learn.
And on a scale of 0 to 10, which 10 being the worst you've ever been in,
Yeah.
what would you put it on the scale?
6. But it was just, everything just went wrong. But
Thank
anyway, goodbye.
All right. Okay.
Ashley.
Hello. My interpretation of the night started off all right. I didn't have a seasickness tablet and I knew it was going to hit me. Walked down to the back and I get a bit sick, so I had a cheeky vomit. Got back to trusty fingers. Made myself
what did you do
vomit.
with those fingers?
But when the sea gets a bit rocky, I go back to my baby roots and I just went to sleep. So I slept probably 4 hours of the whole trip. So I would probably give it a rating of maybe a 6 as well for me, because I'm not the skipper, so it's not my problem. Alright, so next up on the panel we've got Amanda. Amanda, on Thursday night, we've already had a rundown of what happened, but can we have your interpretation of the night?
So we've made plans to leave Hervey Bay in a minimum 30 knot northwesterly. We decided we're going up to Rooney's, which apparently was going to be protected. So we got about 2.5 hours in, rough as guts, holding on. I didn't leave the wheelhouse.
I was just showing you. Amanda was sitting here the whole time.
Should I demo?
Yeah.
I'm like this, I'm going. I'm bracing on the wheelhouse. Anyway, and then we decided that it was too much, about 2.5 hours in, so did a detour over to the closer to Fraser Island, and our plan was to head down to Moon Point. But of course, we've got different angles happening on the boat, so we've got, you know, side angles instead of front back angles. It's all changing. You had to get used to each different weather conditions. So
on a scale of 0 to 10, with 10 being the worst sea you've ever experienced, where would you put?
for me personally, I haven't done a lot, so it was probably a 7 or 8 for me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Were you scared at all?
No, never ever felt like we were in danger. Never ever felt like it was a bad situation, but it was always something we were going to get out of, but you just got to be able to tolerate it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before you leave,
Yes.
I just have something else to add.
Okay.
I knew the night was doomed because as I was boarding the ship, the boat, I was stepping on board with my iPad and I dropped it into the water. And this is my work iPad and I had lots of admin stuff to get done and it's gone. It's gone. And then Dad tells me, Amanda brought bananas on the boat.
So I asked everybody that bananas on a boat is a big bad omen, bad omen. And I said, I brought bananas on the boat, is that okay? And Des is like, nah, that's bullshit, nah, that's fine. So of course Ash has dropped her iPad. We're then in really bad weather and Ash goes, where's those bananas? They're gone. So she's chucked the bananas overboard.
I yeeted them off the boat. I was like, get them off! And I threw them off and then look at the weather.
Yeah, perfect.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. So, the moral of the story,
Ash is right.
no bananas on boats.
And Ash
is right.
Thank you.
Okay, so what happened? We left the harbour in a severe weather warning, and we were heading to Rooney's. So everything started off fine, and we were all standing up and sitting around here, and all was good. And then it got rougher and rougher and rougher, and it was pitch black, and we couldn't see where we were going. And then I started to feel sick. So I went down the back because Ash was down there laying on the couch. So I went down the back and didn't vomit, but I was feeling very ill, so I had to shut my eyes. Anyway, the sea got worse, and then next minute there was stuff flying from one side of the boat to the other. The barbecue tried to take Ash and I out. It came flying at us, so I tried to jump up and save the barbecue, and Ash had to pull me back down and throw me in the seat. Otherwise I would have gone straight over the side of the boat.
On a scale of 0 to 10, with 10 being the worst that you've ever experienced,
It was
what
a
would
10.
you put? It was a 10.
It's a 10.
Were you ever scared?
Yeah, so I was scared when barbecue nearly killed us. But
And we smelled gas.
and the gas was being exposed and we thought we were going to blow up. So I suggested we call SE Rescue, but the guys laughed at me.
They had other plans.
So that's the story.
Thank you, Bronnie. Right, so last on the panel we have Brent.
Yes.
Welcome,
Ahoy.
Brent.
Ahoy.
Now, we've already had a rundown of the events that happened
Yep.
on Thursday night,
Yep.
but I just want you to tell me in your own words how you think the night went.
Well, it was adventurous, that's for sure. So we departed the marina in a 25-30 knot northwest wind, which is our worst possible wind in this area. But we were all pretty keen, everyone's pretty determined to go. 65-foot steel boat, so what do? Off you go. So yeah, not ideal conditions, but we've got to remember this boat is in the middle of a renovation, so it's not built for going in the ocean yet. Well, it is, it's built, but stuff isn't secured, so we have stuff flying everywhere, which is not ideal. Rolling around, like we have a sounder. Can we have a look at the sounder?
Oh, sure.
Our vintage sounder.
The one that we've got to whack 20,000
Yeah.
times to
That's it there.
to get working.
Anyway, that's
Oh, you should see what it's doing on the camera.
it. It's antique.
Anyway, we've had to whack this baby a few times.
Yeah, it's antique. Anyway, so we were probably, it's hard to tell because it was night time, we were punching at least 2 meters, but you got to understand this is an ocean swell, it's a shallow bay, we're trying to head to the southern Great Barrier Reef, short, sharp, so you're just falling into them, right? And that antique sounder decided it didn't want to stay on board anymore, so it shot out the door, and I had to chase it down towards the stern because it was sliding before it took off and rescue it, and I brought it back. So it would have been handy to have a sounder working, wouldn't it?
On a scale of 0 to 10,
Yep.
10 being the worst you've ever experienced, where would you put Thursday night?
Oh, well, maybe 6. Yeah, I've been in heaps worse. But in saying that, the stuff on the boat was just flying around everywhere. Fridges, barbecues, yeah. So that was not ideal.
Were you ever scared?
No, I wasn't scared, but I was a little bit worried because obviously Des and I have spent our careers working on the ocean. It's not scaring the girls, but it's not good to scare the girls for future voyages and endeavours. So that was pretty concerning for me.
They might leave you.
Yeah, for a landlubber.
Do you have anything else to add?
Well, it's all an adventure. So this maritime life is about highs and lows, sometimes high tide, sometimes low tide. We learnt that off a very wise Indonesian man one time. And so you got to have these negative adventures to look back on and laugh and think it was hilarious down the track to make the good times feel fantastic.
Wise words. Thank you, Brent. Oh, no.
Oh, don't scare it, so he runs at it with a camera.
Oh, I like his colour.
I do too.
He's a bit knocked up.
He's thinking, listen, you humans, fuck off. I'm just resting.
We're trying to get out of the wind.
Yeah.
Swearing going again.
Yeah.
Alright, I better get this going. Yeah, Amanda, if you're going, so it's all
Yep.
right.
Perfect.
Oh, look at this, it's all.
She lives.
She lives.
It was diving around the deck a bit last night, wasn't it, mate?
Didn't like. I was doing a bit of swimming, that's for sure. Alright, so our Musgrave trip was a disaster because of the weather. So we've come down into the Great Sandy Straits. It's a lot calmer, we can do a bit of fishing and some crabbing down here. So the wind's gotten up again, it's up to around about 30 knots now from the southwest, so we'll just stay down here, which we're all bitterly disappointed about. We've been working towards this Musgrave trip for quite a long time, so anyway, it is what it is. You can't do anything about the weather, so we're just anchored in behind Big Woody at the moment, but we're going to go down the Straits. I've got some gun fishing spots that I know of, so I'm just going to do some engine checks, and we're going to get on the road. So I like to have big rags. I don't like little rags.
No, fair enough. You're quite attached to this engine, aren't you?
We'll wash these sheets again later. All right. We've not long done an oil change on the old Gardner.
She's a pretty industrial gearbox, isn't she?
Oh yeah. Okay. check the header tank.
So she's completely keel cooled this thing, isn't it?
Yeah, completely keel cooled. I've got no inhibitor in the cooling system at the moment, but we're not putting anything on yet because I want to drain the keel out. So the keel itself is the keel pipes basically. So she's all keel cooled. So virtually the keel is fresh water. So I don't want to fill the cooling system with inhibitor or coolant, as some people call it, because I want to drain that whole system out. So in the keel there's a plug, so we'll undo the plug, drain the whole cooling system out, flush it out, refill it with water, and then put the coolant in. But at the meantime it's just straight water. Okay.
What's that?
Drill press. I haven't mounted the drill press yet. It's still early days, so she's laying down. I love that drill press.
Yeah.
I've had it for a lot of years. All right.
Ladies of leisure.
Chill out time.
Yeah. Nice.
We're all tired.
Steaming.
Are those Dorito chips for a special?
For them to eat.
There's a whole... What, are you hungry or something, mate? Alrighty, so we just pulled up at this protected little anchorage. Rain stop. There's a bit of blue sky happening. We might even get a sunset, which would be pretty cool. Now, we've anchored here, and a little while ago I spliced up a bridle. So the setup here, hopefully you can see it. We get a splice, eye splice there running down, another eye splice on that cleat there, so cleat port and starboard side, eye splice down, obviously chain with the gypsy there, and runs out through the hawse here. And show you this. So Malindi K's got a big bulbous bow on her, and there's that bridle, and it goes down to another splice section over an eyelet, which at the moment we don't have a hook on the chain. I've just set it up with a D-shackle, stainless D-shackle, but that should work great because Des has been getting the shits because this chain keeps dragging across the bulbous bow, swinging through the night, and his cabin's the closest to here, so he'll be stoked with that. In 2009, the Great Sandy Straits was gazetted a biosphere reserve by UNESCO due to its diverse habitats and worldwide environmental importance. This puts the area in the same category as the Amazon rainforest and the Galapagos Islands. The area has an abundance of marine life, including dolphins, healthy populations of green sea turtles and dugongs, mangrove systems, sand flats, coral reefs, great fishing and crabbing, and of course our world famous annual migration of the humpback whales.
Quick, Don, go!
Amanda's into it.
Now remember, if you grab the, look at me, look. If you grab that at the tail, it'll get you. Grab behind the head.
Big Brunny, get it! Big Brunny!
Behind the head.
I don't like them.
There's one there.
Creepy that crawls.
Behind the head.
Go. Don't like.
Okay, so doing some fishing. We've just caught our load of yabbies ready to go, nice and fresh, and we're going to fish along this We'll stand back here, catch some dinner.
Go Ash! It's a beautiful brim! Yay, just what we want!
Bring it over here.
We don't want brim!
Run, my little friends. These are little soldier crabs. Little more. These guys are still trying to fish.
Creating a nightmare for yourself, okay? Give me that. Right, now.
Can I just say I know what you're going to say?
When you're
going to need a lot more line, so when you
stop yourself from tangling all the time. Get your line like this, right? And you want to bait up, lay it across here like this. Okay? You can work with two hands. Your sinker's hanging down, it's not getting locked. When you do this, your sinker's floating around, the line and
Now
right?
you've made a nightmare for yourself.
That's what I'm saying. Okay? This is why you keep getting tangles. Now look at that up the top. Okay?
You did that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm giving it as a demonstration. Okay?
Why would you do it like that, Dad?
Yeah. Another thing, when what people do is they wind right to the top, and now they bring it in, and it's like, is that fucking yabby?
Did I not say he was going to say that?
Okay. So
You said.
in future, when you do it, wind to there, lift, come straight to your hand. Lay your rod across, and now you can work with two hands, and your sinker's hanging, it's not getting knotted up. Okay?
Perfect.
We've got it.
There you are.
I've had this lesson a few times. I already knew what he was going to say.
Can you do it?
Here we go, everyone.
No good,
No good.
but we haven't finished yet.
Righto.
I caught
We'll
two.
talk to Ash. Yeah.
Well, I caught 2 fish.
Did ya?
Yeah.
You're a fisherwoman.
Yeah.
How
No.
fisherwoman are you?
I got one.
And what else happened?
I'm running second. Yabby's in the pocket. They're gone now. Yabby's in the pocket.
You're a safe fisherman.
Just like a professional.
Give it to her. Oh, jeez, holy fella.
It's a booger.
Oh, what have we got there?
Yeah, make sure you chew and don't swallow.
Oysters.
Yeah. Give him another one.
Do you really like them, Amanda?
Really?
Righto, pass the bloody plate over.
Oh.
Bronny, what do you like?
Oh no, yeah, disgusting.
See this? See that? Like that is just beautiful. But what Amanda's done is she has left the juice on here.
Oh.
So my technique is to get rid of the juice. Oh. Watch that, look. Look at that. Let me suck that up.
Oh. Do not put that. Do not. Can't.
Yes.
It's like a big bolly, Dad.
Oh, Jesus.
It came in that fast and nearly choked.
You got quite the flow there, mate.
Stop it.
It's got a flow issue.
See what it sounds like? See what it sounds like?
We got Mademoiselle Min here on cooking duties.
Just
What's
marinating some chicken, ready for dinner tonight. We've got one lot in just some sweet chili, soy, ginger mix. And this is just simply just like a spring onion soup mix that we're going to do. So just a couple of different flavours.
Wow, you're quite the catch, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
And all that dirty
Yeah,
water's
yeah.
coming out. We go over that side, just be right.
What are we doing now?
We're going exploring.
Palm trees.
There's a palm tree, a little island thing down here.
Cool.
Nobody's listening.
Well, hopefully we can catch fish because we didn't catch anything.
No,
So we'll see.
we try.
Dad just caught a massive flathead too, about this big.
That's how he rolls.
You like them big, don't you, Dad?
We got a dugong here.
Dugongs, or sea cows, are an endangered species around the world and are related to manatees found in the northern hemisphere in places like Florida. We are lucky in the Great Sandy Straits to have a healthy and thriving population. They can grow up to 3 to 4 metres in length and weigh up to 300 to 400 kilograms. They also eat 30 kilograms of seagrass a day.
Yeah, eventually, but he just had a breath, so. Yeah, keep going.
How long do they stand and
Oh, yeah, got it. They can hold their breath for Here it comes, coming up.
coming out?
Hello! Woo!
Yeah, look, look.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, he's good size too.
That was big! Oh, this is where we need to fish. Definitely. Figured if we could bring the boat up in here. Oh, that looks really nice.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
What are you wanting to do, Dad?
We can, if we bring the boat up here this afternoon at high water and let it hang back in this way, like look at this for fishing and swimming, and this is way better. There's a ledge there you can sort of spear along.
That corner was a definite ledge on that corner over there.
Oh, what's that? Are they stingrays?
No, flathead. They're all flathead.
It's all flooded, is
That
it?
was a big flathead.
They're flathead.
Wow.
Hey, bit of adventurising. Check this place out. Must be a bit of a lease. People are they made in here. A little shut, a little hut. Palm trees. That is pretty damn cool. Okay. What do you reckon, guys? Yeah. Going exploring, hey. Trying to create a little break wall there, I think. It's a bit rustic.
Needs a bit of reno.
I wonder if people have actually built it as This bloke thinks he's young. I think you're a dickhead, mate. You think you're young. Keep going.
Yeah, do you want me to hold your arm?
Keep going. Keep going. You're probably going to find a bloody big python up in there hiding. Yeah, he's talking himself out of it now.
Let's just chuck down.
What a girl. I don't want to put him to shame. He's already having enough trouble getting home as it is. Imagine if I went up there and did that, he'd be devastated, depressed.
Oh, he swallowed it too.
Righto, Ash, what do you got there?
Well, I just had a shark on,
Yeah.
but now I've just caught.
Just had a shark. Woohoo! Nice job. Yeah. Oh, what?
Ice sloper.
What's your job over there?
I'm the boat tiller.
Yeah. Along the sandbank.
Daddy, can you get it off for me now?
That is a massive whiting, isn't it?
He's the one that we caught before. He's like,
He might be sick. Well, he's not moving like all the others. That was it. You got bait on your line?
close up. Mama carp dugong.
Dugong are the only completely herbivorous marine mammal in existence, and they come from the order of Sirena. So when you hear tales of the sirens
That's
of the
amazing
sea
footage.
and mermaids that our
That is
ancient mariners
amazing.
fell in love with, well, that were these voluptuous and sexy ladies.
She's coming up a little bit further, Des. She's coming up.
Thanks for watching this episode. Although the restoration of Malindi K is far from finished, it was awesome to get her out on the water and enjoy this stunning area. Join us next episode as we continue our adventures in the area, finding an abundance of marine life, fishing, and basically living the dream.
Although it's hard, I know I gotta keep up, no time to let to drift away. I find my space, I spend my time.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more restorations and adventures. Give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment, or share it with your mates. It's a free way to help us keep the dream alive.
With the flow, I go with the flow. I'm falling up, I'm falling down, from the sky and from the ground. I burn bright just like below.